Alright, so next up here is the critter generators and wave control. For me, I say those with an and because my critter generators are inside of the waves. So we'll start here with the wave data text file. Do in here it is this guy. Yeah, so it's a human readable. I mean, it's not pretty, but yeah, you can uh, do what you need. Here, I'll do one of these. You can move them in any which way, and the game will still play. And I mean, like, I could like delete all of these lines in the middle here. Wait, I'll cut those. Save it, and then add a breakpoint there. But it still works. There's default values, and you can move them out of order. Do that. Maybe move fleet present up to here, and everything still works fine. So that's that portion. It's only read once by the wave manager at the beginning. There are waves and the wave manager. And the wave manager, when it gets initialized, initializes a vector of waves based on the file. It uses the wave end as a delineator to be like, oh, all of these things are in one wave. No matter what order they're in, I'm going to parse them as needed and create a wave, and if anything's wrong, it pushes them back into this wave vector, and then the wave, game loop, I guess, accesses this vector and gets what the next wave is going to be here. Yeah. When it upgrades a wave, it accesses the wave vector, sees which wave is going to be next. Let's see. Oh yeah. So as I talked about before with the observer patterns, the wave itself observes all of the critters. It has alarms that get set off. These spawn methods inside of the wave get called by the critters themselves after things happen, or they get called in inappropriate times. Like the spawn heads here gets called after the centipede has come down into the player area and then has gone back up to the top of the player area and starts going back down. Then it sets off an alarm, or starts an alarm to spawn some heads. The flea is based on the mushroom threshold, which this spawn flea method gets called when a mushroom is destroyed, because now the length has changed. And scorpion, I think it gets called when a scorpion dies. Start another scorpion. Same thing with the spiders. So that's those. Yes, stopping a wave. You can. I have two methods here. One is clearing the entire board. There's a vector for all the critters that are active. The wave, rather than the factories in my particular game, keeps track of the active elements and destroys them all when necessary to just clear the board. And restart wave is what stops them. I guess restart wave is called first. It stops all of them when the player dies and has to do that whole sequence with the regeneration and everything. It stops the sounds. It stops the movement here. Each of the centipedes here, because these are all just centipede pointers being called, has a stop movement. Same with the spiders and scorpions. And then the alarms are all cancelled, so nothing else gets spawned. And then alarm 4, I believe, has the regeneration. And then at the regeneration, I guess I can show you that. The regeneration, that's when the clear the board gets called. When it's done with the regeneration, it starts the next wave. And that's that for waves.